Because we're going to be coming back here later.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would have taken the cart. Might see about getting us another coach to replace the cart or something. We'll see what we can do.
What's the one called? Irina, right?
Irina. Still has the original name, Bucephalus or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Bucephalus.
Which I feel like is like a Bible thing or something. I've definitely heard Bucephalus before in like games or media or something.
Oh, probably. Let's see. Bucephalus. Ancient Greek horse of Alexander the Great.
Oh, okay. I was close with the Bible thing.
Yeah.
Oh. I noticed Bucephalus has tried 2 times now. There we go. What was I gonna check? Oh yeah, its movement is 6. But how much can it fly? As the creatures move, it can fly up to 18 yards. When flying, it ignores all intervening terrain, obstacles, or characters.
It has a flight of 100.
Yeah. 100 yards. So that's 50 squares?
100 yards a minute, is it? Or 6 seconds or whatever? I don't know.
That's 50 squares.
Yeah. Holy shit. That's a big skull. See on the left there? So big. Why is there so big skulls there, Chris?
Sorry, my match is failing me. I'm looking for like a pen. I really not have anything. And when everything digital.
One pen. This is going to be a lot of me gaining knowledge as well, hopefully. Yeah. So I better get my book out.
Calculator peeked into screen.
Oh.
Travel. Use movement to determine travel speeds in miles per hour. So if a party slow at movement of 3, it would travel at approximately 3 miles per hour. So 12 yards is a movement of 6, because it's always double. So 100 yards would be a movement of 50. So you can travel 50 miles per hour.
Wow.
That's not bad.
That's pretty good.
Uh,
What if I give him cocaine?
so it would be roughly 3 hours for you to fly from where you are to Drakenhof.
Nice. Off I go. There and back again before morn. An Alucard tale.
You just got like told the direction, right, of how to
Yeah.
get there.
Yeah. I was going to look for a big walled off place.
Yeah, so you fly like southeast-ish.
Sounds about right.
You have your talent that you know which way north is at all times.
I do.
So
I do.
the forest, the Hungerwood, that is next to Stern East, is below you as you keep flying in the southeastern direction. It goes on for a while. You see a clearing where you see the big impact of the
The
warp
rock.
stone, comet, meteorite, whatever you want to call it, the big rock, the big weird
Yeah.
stone rock. And then past that, in the distance, you spotted like a castle, a big castle.
Yeah, we're going to go there and fuck that person up at some point.
Yeah.
Hopefully in the morning. Like I said, hopefully I'll get back before then.
Okay. Cool. You keep going. You fly. Did you go at night?
I did. I went immediately. That's why I didn't bother speaking to Peter or anybody. That's 4 hours. Cheater!
So you keep going. You keep flying, and eventually, from a distance from the sky, you see the scene that you see before you. A small little, a big walled town with a castle and some like ramshackle houses built around the outer wall.
I'll do a nice hover pretty high up, so that hopefully I don't get spotted. You know, I'm a dark creature at night. And I'll pull out my telescope. I'll have a little scout around like I did with the castle, see if I can find a place where I can land without being spotted inside the walls, to avoid any, Oi, you there! You vampire!
Okay, cool. As you look with your spyglass towards the city, you notice that there is a big castle on a hill overlooking the city, kind of like Strat's castle overlooking the Barovian village. The city itself is walled with like big stone walls, and the castle is separate from it, so they're not like together like in the picture. The castle is a bit like further away.
I wonder if that's where the Karsteins live, considering Peter said this was the capital.
It seems to include 3 gates. With the middle one, the center one, looks to be like the main one. It is bigger than the other 2.
Is this the city, or is this the castle?
The city walls.
So anywhere that looks like that's dark enough for me to land and not get spotted?
Outside of the city walls, the area around it has pretty much been cleared, and it's just like flat grassland, but it's this corrupted like muck-looking ground that you see on the picture. It's not really grassy. Inside the walled area, you just see city streets. There seems to be a forest within the city walls, and what looks to be like a sort of like temple, chapter house.
Let's make a dive for the forest wall, like the little wooded area inside the walls.
Okay, cool.
See if we can't stroll out of there.
You take a dive, you land inside the forested area, and it is a in this whole area, even in the sky, on the ground, like everything around this area, just massive amounts of dar. Your magic has never been as powerful as it is before. You just feel it like flowing through you, like this is like necromancer's like dream, pretty much. There is just dark energy everywhere. Raising the dead would be like a piece of cake in this area, even for a novice necromancer.
Good lord. The power.
The power.
There's no one for me to commentate to, so I will just I'll make my way towards the edge of the tree line, and hopefully there's no undead fuckers tries to take a bite out of Irina.
Yeah, you land in like a nasty undead-looking forest, flowing with a dark energy, with a dark power. And as you travel through this, you hear music, violins, lutes, and all other happy-sounding songs playing away. You notice a cluster of lights, like within the forest, like tucked away amongst the trees and stuff. And do me a perception.
Alright. Does it sound like the Strigony music?
It does.
Oof. 94.
Success. You peer through the trees and you notice that there is indeed a little like Strigony settlement, I guess you could call it, within this forest. They have their wagons parked, campfire set up, lights strung about from the trees and stuff.
Alright. I'm going to slowly, as slowly as I can on Irina, approach the camp and see if I recognize anyone.
You approach the camp and you see sitting around the campfire. This one.
Okay. Okay, so it's not the old man. Alright, I'll take my hand off the sword. I was about to go rampaging on these fuckers if it was the ones that brought us into.
Oh no.
Okay. Oh yeah, they would have died. If you said, "Oh, you see, the old man and the person that oh," I was like, "Oh, they're dead." Okay. I guess I'll just confidently head on in and say, "Greetings. Are you Strigony?"
One of the male Strigony, like a bearded fella, red bandana, like weapons on his belt, like a sword, like grabs at his sword hilt. Who goes there?
Oh, my name is Alucard. I'm a traveler to these parts. Sorry, I heard the music and decided to come investigate.
A traveler in these parts? Ah, and you are like us. We are also traveling people, but we have made this forest within Dragonhof our home.
Ah. Just thought I'd come and investigate because the music that you're playing sounds a lot like the Strigony that I once met in a land near the Empire called Barovia.
You've met others like us?
Yes. In a land called Barovia that recently was like trapped within a magical curse, but has recently been released.
I see.
You might find some in this land. There was some at a village just to the... Oh, wait, what direction would that be? The northwest. About 50 miles yonder, or so.
Oh, never heard of the place, but there are many traveling Strigony groups, and we have settled here for a good while now.
Well, I didn't mean to startle you. I just, like I said, I heard the music. Decided to come and see what it was.
So what brings you to Dragonhof? Not many non-Strigony visitors come to this place.
Well, my friend, who was a mercenary until recently, has returned home, and he's made quite a bit of money on his travels, and he's looking to get a home here in the capital. So I decided to fly here and do a little investigation, see if I couldn't set up the paperwork, because he can't read or write, you see. And I also have a few, and I pat my saddlebags, items for sale.
Oh, here for business.
Mostly. Not too much pleasure in these lands by the looks of it, so...
No. The old lady like waddles over like she's using like a cane to step, and she like pokes your armor with the cane. Again, you're not one of those Empire boys, are you?
No, from Bretonia, milady.
You Bretonian, eh?
Musselon, to be precise.
Yes, where they have their knights, I believe.
Well, we do. Though there's not many in Musselon. We're a separate sect of Bretonia. A lot like this land, actually. Undead and all about, and corrupted creatures.
I used to travel to Bretonia with my old traveling group, but that's been years ago. They have good men, good wine in Bretonia.
Oh, they certainly do. They certainly do.
Never been to Busalon though. A place much like this, you say?
Pretty dark and dreary. It has corrupted people and undead wandering around. Few vampires, such as and that such.
Yes. Harsh lands create strong folk.
Yes, I believe so. I'll get off, Irina. Not to be rude anymore. So, are you the leader of this fine group?
Yes. Well, leader, I'm the elder.
Ah, I see. The last elder we spoke to was very helpful at Bungle Stringley. Trying to remember her name now. Shit.
Oh.
She was unfortunately murdered by the lord of the land, Madam Ava, I believe.
Madam Ava. I think I've heard of her. She had the gift to protect the future. Protect?
She did, and unfortunately a very powerful vampire. A very powerful vampire decided that it was too much of a danger and killed her, which was very unfortunate. She was a nice lady.
It is a shame indeed.
She was avenged, though. She was avenged.
Oh, that is some good news, I suppose.
It's something. It's a small comfort. It's harsh lands.
It's something.
Yes, no,
Would you like to join us for, it is quite late or early, depend on how you view it.
True. I could stay for a moment for a bit of respite. It was a long journey. I flew in here on my fine Pegasus.
A flying Pegasus. Very fine mount indeed.
Oh, thank you. I do think she's quite a beauty.
They say the beasts are hard to control.
She is, but you know, she's a good mount. She served me well. I'll tie her up to a tree or something if there's one that's small enough.
Yes, do you, many of us enjoy playing instruments, drinking, having a good time under the watchful eye of the lords and protectors of this realm. Do you play any instruments, or do you know of a good story to tell?
I've got a couple of tales I could tell you. I mean, I've never really learned to play any instruments, unfortunately, in my time. That was something I've been considering. It's hard to find the time when you're traveling about all the time. Let me see. What tale could I tell you? How about, have you ever heard of the land, called, Albion?
Albion? Can't say I have ever heard of it. Do you have the storyteller?
I don't.
It is... Check Sunlet, because I know he has it, but it's definitely gonna be fellowship.
I could do entertain acting to act out the story.
Oh, sure.
Alright. I can re-roll that. I didn't put my fortune up again every time. Oh no, I did. Good. So I thought they said one. I'm so good at this. So, yeah.
Yeah, you act out your entire adventures in Albion. You are very interested. A few of the others in the Strigany group seem skeptical about your stories, but they find it very entertaining.
And then he punched off a man's foot.
Yeah.
And then he lied to the woman and said that he was going to help her kill dark elves and never killed a single one.
And you notice that, like, you can't really see or hear the city itself much from within the forest here. But you know that you arrived pretty early, that, like, the city itself is still dormant, so to speak. So do you stay here just until, like, until morning, until, like, people start becoming, like, active, I suppose?
I'll kill time for a few hours.
Okay, cool.
Just a few.
As I skip through like a bunch of.
God damn it. Not 5.
As you're just enjoying your time in the Strigany camp, many of the Strigany are like turning in for the night. Most of them are just like stinking drunk, like passed out somewhere where they were just like partying, playing instruments. The music comes to a stop, and you hear church bells, bells echoing through the town. Dum, dum, that like rings 8 times.
Seems like it might be time for me to head on down the old mossy trail.
You look over and the old lady is just kind of like sleeping, sitting on like a log.
Is anyone about?
You look around and it looks like most of the Strigary, well, all of the Strigary around you are like passed out or have turned in.
Do I loot her? It passes Alucard's mind. Knowledge is power. No, they were kind enough to let me stay here. I'll not loot through the things.
Okay.
But oh god, knowledge about the Strigany would be useful. No, I'll leave him alone. I'll grab my horse, my mount, my Pegasus, and I'll untie her. Yeah, I'll untie her, and I'll head on. I'll head on into town. I'll just go on foot. Well, hoof.
Yeah, and you're walking around town. Oh, shit.
You killed her.
I shouldn't have deleted her. I want her back. There we go.
She's dead. Oh, why?
Just in case I need her in the future.
There she goes. Oh,
and there's definitely not a bunch of invisible tokens there.
Yeah,
It's
over
like
here.
my,
Yeah. You keep going over there. I'm like,
And I've put some seeds down there as well. I came prepared.
Nice. I start shooting the place up, Chris. No.
Just like dual wielding pistols.
I do have 2 pistols. One's a repeater as well, which is just terrible. I kill so many people.
Nice. Well, not nice, but you know. You come out of the forest and you notice that you're in the middle of town, like kind of think Central Park in New York, but like a more corrupted forest, like nasty, grimy looking, and then the town is just completely around you, ramshackle houses, multiple story houses, nothing too fancy.
Let's see what I can see. Let's
Looks
find.
like this.
Yeah, let's see if we can't find someone that's working on a forge or a sign that has an inn or a shop, something like that. I'll start heading towards more maybe the center of the city. That's usually where people keep their marketplaces.
Yeah.
Stomping through the mud.
You see the picture
I do.
of the city and the castle in the background.
Oh, it's ominous. Oh, look at the bats. Oh.
There's a few people about, but not too many. A few guards. You can tell that they are human guards patrolling the streets. So,
Do they look like they have emotions? It'll be the first thing I check. I know they probably do, but I'm just going to check anyway.
they look pretty grim, pretty somber. It is raining out, the weather is bad. It's early in the morning. Like you see some of the guards like yawn, like they're still like waking up. They're not too active, but they seem human enough. But as you look around, like you look at the townspeople, you look at the guards, you notice that a surprisingly high amount of the townspeople you see have mutations, like physical mutations, that you would never really see in the Empire.
No, this does look like a Bussalon. Fucking hell. Alright, I'll approach one of the citizens with a mutation.
Yeah, you see like a man just piling up some logs of wood next to a building under like a little overhang in the shelter of the rain.
Excuse me, sir. I'm sorry to be a bother.
Yes?
I'm just wondering, do you have a marketplace or a forge somewhere in town?
Market place, yes, it's down the road, closer towards the western gate.
Ah,
If you just keep following the road, you won't miss it.
Great.
You coming here to trade?
Ah, yes, trade and see about acquiring a home for my friend who's recently come back home from the war effort.
Ah, the war effort. What war is that?
There was a war between the Empire and Bretonia that was brewing, but it's been settled. He was hired by a group called the Band of the Bat. Maybe you heard of them. They were recruiting around this area, I believe, a year or so back.
Mercenaries. I've
Yes.
heard tale of them, I think. Rumors and whatnot.
But yes, he's just looking to see if he can't get a home in a more secure area rather than a little village. You know what the undead out there are like.
Aye.
Yep.
We're safe behind our stone walls. And that can get us in here.
Yeah, unless they have a flying Pegasus. No, yes. That's what I'm hoping to get him home here. But I've taken up enough of your time. You seem very busy there. Here, take this if you would like. And I hold him out 5 brass Barovian coins.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you for your time. Enjoy.
Remember, the dead walk fast.
They do? Was it a saying?
Yes,
Sorry, I've never heard
it's
that one before.
It's a saying that we say here in Drakenhof.
Oh, well, what does it mean?
It's become more of a thing you just say to people and when you see each other, but it comes from the fact that the undead are faster than you would think when you encounter them out in the wild. So it's better not to think of them as slow. It's like a warning.
Ah, it's like a be safe sort of message. I
Yes.
see. Oh, very kind. You know, the dead walk fast to you too, sir.
Thank you.
I'll clip on down the road. Clippity clop.
Okay.
Head the way he said to go.
Yeah, you eventually reach like a market square, like in the middle of the houses, with a ruined like statue in the middle of the market square. Like it's pretty much just a foot and like 2 feet standing on top of it, but nothing else is left of the statue. And people are setting up market stalls. Some are already deployed, but you can see that it's very meager, very sparse what they have for offer here. There is almost no food products for sale. Like you don't see people selling bread, grains, or pastries.
No, good. No pastries. Fuck. Fuck that. Right. There's not really much in the way of food around here. I wonder if they're selling trinkets and such. I'll see if there's a stall that's like already fully set up. And just go towards the nearest one. Nothing's particular, just sort of an appraisal thing.
Okay. You see like a man, a very nice-looking man. He seems well off to be like a Sylvanian. He has a big like gemmed chain around his like, I would say neck, but it's a bit lower than his neck. You'll see it in the token in a second here.
Ah, I see. What are those things? Oh, very fancy. I'll approach him then.
He's standing by a stall, and it seems that in his stall he's selling all kinds of gems and whatnot. Very many shiny rocks of all colors and quality.
Shiny rocks, you said?
Yeah.
Are any of them green?
No ominously glowing green rocks.
Okay, we're alright then, Excuse me, fine sir.
Yes?
Ah, sorry to be a bother. I'm new to the town, and I was looking for a place where I could sell my goods. Do you know if people in the market here buy and sell, or is it just selling?
What are you selling? I might be interested to buy.
I've got weapons, gemstones, all sorts of things. I see you have some fine gemstones here. Would you be interested in buying some of me?
Yes, I indeed have some fine gems to sell today, but I'm somewhat of I fancy myself a general goods merchant. I haggle in a bit of
Ah.
everything.
Ah, well, most excellent. Let me see. Open up my horse's sheet. Yes, I have a big bag of gemstones here, pretty much, and some very fancy items. Allow me to show you what I sort of have. I'll pull out a ruby, 8 pieces of jewelry, uh, a gilded skull, an amulet, 4 gold rings, a black opal eye, 2 of them. See what his reaction to that is.
Oh, this is all quite interesting stuff. You must be an adventurer of some sort.
Yes, absolutely. Me and my adventuring group just stopped in a village by 50 miles to the northeast. I know that's not correct. Um, I came up ahead with my mount here. As you can see, she has its wings and she can fly.
Oh,
Just to get a few bits of seals in and see if I can't acquire a home for one of my friends.
a flying horse. How much does that go for nowadays?
You'd be probably looking at about 2,000 gold for this bad boy.
That's too rich for my blood, even with all my inventory.
Oh, I wouldn't be wanting to sell anyway. She's a very good girl.
Yes, yes, it is quite a unique sight. You might want to be careful for your vagrants. You know, the thugs lurking in the alleys. They might see it as something interesting and try to claim it when you're not looking.
I doubt you'd listen to any random person on the street, but I appreciate the warning.
Because the undead outside of the walls are not the only dangers in the town.
Ah, many criminals?
Yes, the local guards, I suppose I should call them, are they're more like underpaid workers. They don't really take their job too seriously. They're not paid enough to risk their life for the commoner.
Ah. Is the Lord not taking care of you?
The Lord protects us against the dangers from the outside, but he leaves us to our own devices for most of the time. It seems like our petty squabbles are beneath him.
Ah.
I mean, he is of noble blood, of course. He is obviously better than us plebs.
I believe all men are equal, but that's just my theory. That's just where I come from, I suppose. But each land to their own.
Ah, but the nobles, you see, they are stronger, better, smarter. They are something to look up to, no?
You think so? What makes you say that?
It's just their status, the way they carry themselves. It is always impressive to see them walk by and bless you with a visit.
Yeah, you look quite noble yourself, sir, with your fine jewelry and your well-made clothes.
Oh, thank you. I'm a self-made man. Not quite nobility, but I've earned a nice living trading in these lands.
See, I find that more impressive myself than being born with a fancy title and a nice house. You're a self-made man. I find that much more respectful. But again, that's just me. No disrespect to your land or your beliefs.
Thank you. Well, I aspire to become nobility myself one day, which is why I look up to them so much.
Ah, that is the dream, isn't it? Nice, comfortable home and power.
Yes, most nobility obviously is you're born into the right bloodline, so to speak. But there are some who have crawled their way up from the gutter into nobility.
Yes, I find that very respectful that way. It's the ones with the silver spoon in their mouth that sort of make me go, I've met a few that are a little bit childish and spoiled. Believe they deserve respect just for the fact that they were born. Which it's just not my beliefs.
Yes. Well, the previous lord of this land was very good to us, but now we are left under the control of Sturland, the neighboring province, but they don't care too much about what goes on over here.
Was that Vlad?
The previous ruler, yes, Vlad, and before that it was the Von Drack family.
Ah, yes. Is Manfred in charge now still?
Manfred.
Yes, I met a fine gentleman, one of the nobles, Barstoff von Karstein. He told me that Manfred was the second in charge.
Manfred has been defeated long ago by the armies of the Empire. He has not been seen since. Many think that he died on the battlefield, but as is the case with the von Karsteins, they are hard to kill.
Oh, I think I may have got my information confused. I believe Vlad was missing and Manfred was in charge. Apologies.
Vlad has also been gone for a long time.
Oh, these von Karsteins tend to disappear, it seems.
Yes, Vlad left, Manfred took over for him, which led to many rumors of Manfred actually secretly overthrowing Vlad, causing the disappearance of Vlad himself. And he looks around, in all honesty, Manfred was not as good a ruler as Vlad. He was a way ruler noble. He enjoyed in games, let's say, and many people disappeared under his watch.
Well, who currently rules then?
No one really. Officially, we are under control of the Elector Count of Sturland, which, forgive me, but I do not remember his name.
Oh, no problem. I'll give the GM time to look it up.
But yeah, Sturland is so far away from these guys, and Sturland doesn't really care about them. That they know that they're under control of Sturland, but they don't really know who is like the leader of Sturland and stuff like that.
So would you say that you're the main capital of Sylvania? Or would that be Sturland?
Well, officially Sylvania is part of Sturland, but Sylvania is a province on its own with its own provincial capital. Drakenhof used to be the former seat of Vlad von Karstein, followed by Manfred von Karstein. But when we became under control, the nearby city of Waldenhof became the capital of Sylvania.
Not ignoring you, just write that down.
Okay.
So does no one live in the castle anymore?
The castle is abandoned. Many adventurers head in there to find loot, and apparently many rare and exotic books can be found in the library there. But the adventurers never return. Some say that they find their treasure and leave without ever coming back to town, and some say whatever is in the castle made them disappear. I don't know the truth of it, but I'm not going in there.
My red eyes glow a little brighter. Wait, books, say. I'm interested in all the knowledge I can gain. It does help on the road. Anyway, thank you very much for the information. I suppose I shouldn't just leave all these items sitting on your table here. What would you give me for these?
Okay. That's a lot of rings and amulets.
Yeah, I've got 2 black opal eyes, 1 gemstone, 1 ruby, 8 jewelry, a gilded skull. I think that's all I put down, isn't it? 1 amulet. Oh, 1 thing of gemstones. 4 gold rings, and a partridge and a pear tree.
I'll take all of it, but I currently only have 200 gold crowns on me in my possession, and 120 silver shillings.
I'll give you everything except the black opal eye gem. My friend told me they were worth quite a bit of gold.
For For 200 gold and 120 silver shillings?
Yeah, you can have the amulet, the gold rings, the gemstones, the jewelry, the ruby, and the gilded skull.
Do you mind if I take a look at them?
Absolutely, go for it.
I grabs one, inspects it a little bit. Deal. I think I can haggle these for a fair price.
Excellent. I shake his hand.
Shakes your head.
Give me a second. Just quickly take that all out except for the black.
As you shake his head, you notice that his skin has like a grayish color, underneath his sleeve of his outfit, and his hand feels relatively cold to the touch, almost like you're touching metal.
Is he dead?
No, but he has a mutation.
Okay. My first thing is like, is he dead? Is he like me? Grayish skin. It's like, I kept the black-eyed opals and gave everything else. I've also got more jewelry inside an onyx jewelry box with gold filigree containing 6 pieces of jewelry and a potion. But we're not talking about that.
I thought like you were gonna bust out into song.
Oh.
That should
Money.
be 200 gold crowns.
Sweet. Put him on it.
That should be 120 silver shillings.
Love. I'll put that right in for now. They're in a bag, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Just a whole can to be silver. Ah!
Throws them over you. No!
No, it burns!
That's the vampire weakness that you need to count everything, so all the coins fall and it's damn!
Oh dear, how do I count something that I can't touch? Ah, it burns! That'd be awful.
Where did you get all this fine stuff?
In a land called Barovia. It was recently blocked off by an ancient curse and led by a powerful vampire called Strad von Karstein. He recently became deceased, which ended the curse. To put it very simply, it was more complicated than that, but...
Barovia? And it is nearby?
Yes. It's quite a distance, I'd say... Hang on. I'll do an intelligence roll. Guess roughly how far away is it?
Ooh, without flying, way longer than you did over it.
And a guess for miles.
4 days, maybe?
4 days travel, and I'll point in the direction I think it is.
Okay.
That way. About 4 days travel that way, roughly, give or take. Not flying, of course, as I pet my horse.
Still in Sylvania.
Yes.
I never heard of the place.
Bordering with the Empire.
Strange. I do dealings. I have my people around all places in Sylvania looking for goods to trade. Not heard about this land.
As I said, it was sealed off by an ancient curse. It was recently lifted. It was like a big, thick fog. You couldn't go in or out unless...
You see his his face kind of light up with interest. An untouched land, you say?
Oh, yes.
There are many nice goods there for trading to make a good bit of money. I'll have to inform some of my people.
Yes, yes. You absolutely should. They could definitely do with some trade, considering their lord is no longer around.
Is there a road leading to the town?
There's one main road that sort of goes through the place. Yes.
I see. As traveling off-road can be dangerous in these lands.
It certainly can. Lots of undead.
But, well, good sir, you have completely cleaned me out today. I am out of money now, but with a bigger inventory, so hopefully I'll sell some of these to the rabble of the city.
Well, hopefully so. I wish you good fortune in your trading. Do you know if there's a forge smith or a blacksmith or whatever you may call it in these lands?
Yes, there is a metal worker in the city. He does all kinds of jobs. Mainly does the hoofs for horses and whatnot. You You can go and see him, I suppose. Is this for weapons and armor?
Yes, yes.
It doesn't make much of those.
Ah,
The levies, they get provided their armor from the lords of this land.
so the only blacksmith might be with the lords.
Perhaps, I'm not sure where they get their armor from. They are not willing to share the information if you ask them.
I see. Is there anywhere in town where you could buy a home?
A home?
Yes, a place of residence for a family of roughly 4 or 5. You see, my friend who lives in a village, and he's looking to move to the capital.
Well, good sir, this is a rough land. Many people die here. We have many empty houses in the city. There was a plague recently, and a lot of the city's population sadly passed away. But
I'm sorry to
to
hear
live
that.
in the town, you need to have permission from one of the nobility.
Ah, is there a way to arrange a meeting, or do you just have to be lucky?
I do not know if you can arrange a meeting. The people get invited to stay here.
Interesting.
But your friend, you say he is from Sylvania, from a village?
He is.
I see. Well, there are definitely empty lots here that could house the family, but if your friend is from Sylvania, he must know that living here comes with a special sort of tax.
Ah, the blood tax.
Ah, you are familiar?
Yes, his village also gets blood tax, from what I know.
Yes, it is a small tax to have the lords keep our land safe.
May I ask? And I lean in a little closer to him and look around to see if anyone's listening in.
Okay.
Are they vampires? You see, I met a von Karnstein that was a vampire before. I'm just wondering if they all are.
Vampires? I don't know. Yeah, they drink blood, and some of them have been known to command armies of the damned. But hey, at least they're not elves.
Does he actually say that?
Yes. Are you alright?
Yes, apologies, sorry. I just wasn't expecting the casual racism. What did the elves do to you?
Oh, those pointy ears. Ever seen them? They think they're so much better than us.
It's their long lives. It does tend to make them arrogant, yes.
Oh, don't get me started about dwarfs.
Oh, what's wrong with the dwarfs?
Stubborn lot. Trading with a dwarf is the biggest pain I've ever had in my life.
They, yeah. It can be a bit rough. I look around. I'm guessing this is mostly humans here.
Yeah.
I am. I wonder why. It's like I see. Okay, so
But luckily,
that's good
those
to know.
pesky halflings will soon be dealt with.
Oh. What did the halflings do? Is it because they have sticky fingers?
Just a cheery lot, you know. They.
You're annoyed because they're happy?
Yeah, it rubs me the wrong way. They're always so happy, enjoying their good food. They live right outside of the border of Sylvania, but he leaves in and whispers a bit. I've heard news that forces are marching on their town.
Oh. What direction's that in? And what's the town called?
I just know that they're mustering an army to invade the Moot, but I don't know which direction that would be in.
The Moot, you say? I see.
Some fancy noble from Stirland has supposedly heard news about this as well, and is mustering some Empire forces to go and protect the Moot.
So Sterling wants to protect the boat? Why?
Officially, it is also part of Stirland. But I've heard, I don't know if this is true or not, but I've heard that Stirland Lord, if he successfully defends the boot against the army that has been sent to go and deal with those pesky halflings, he is in line to inherit the territory of the boot.
See. Well, that's a shame. I've heard, like, I know you don't like them, but personally, I think anyone with a little bit of merriment in them is, is worth saving.
To each their own, I suppose. But living your life in these lands, it makes you appreciate the dreariness of everything. And when people act too happy, it just don't like it.
What a dick. I don't like this guy now. I was having a lovely conversation. It's gotten very racist. It's like, well, I'll leave you to look after your inventory. Thank you very much for the knowledge. It's much appreciated.
No problem.
And I back away slowly. It's like, guess I should go and try another stall. I look around. What sort of stalls do they got, Chris?
There seems to be, the other stalls seem to be mainly, peasants that have, like, set up a stall that are peddling, all kinds of good, like, there's one that seems to be, peddling some, homemade trinkets made out of bone and wood and stuff like that, like, just, your, self-made protection against the evils. There's a peasant, like, selling a little bit of produce, like some vegetables, potatoes, and stuff like that, but they all look very, very sickly, not ripe at all.
So basically all the other stalls are looking a bit rough.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I will go and... I will find a tavern. There's gotta be a tavern. There's always a tavern.
Yeah?
I'm gonna go find a tavern. I'm gonna ask one of the locals for the directions to... I'm gonna go back to the guy.
And he's like,
is there a nice tavern?
away and the gilded skull and stuff, like just putting it in boxes. Oh, hello there. Welcome back.
Sorry to bother you. I was just browsing the other stalls. Yours seems to have been the finest one that there is. The rest are a bit, not to be rude, but rough looking. I was just wondering, is there a nice enough tavern here? Like the nicest one in the city?
He looks you up and down. By nice, do you mean nice for nobility, or are you looking for the rougher sort of tavern?
Nice for the nobility. I figured that would be the best way to sort of try and arrange an appointment for my friend to get a home.
Yes. Well, I've got quite a bit of selling to do today, so I can't quite guide you to where the tavern is. But if you move closer towards the edge of the city, towards the big castle in the distance, you should come across the tavern that is more higher class, as high class as it can be in the city here.
Thank you again. Sorry to disturb you.
No problem.
I'll head off.
Yeah, and you just move across town towards like the castle in the distance. And
Towards the border.
You go past a almost like fortified temple-looking building, and outside of it you see two heavy-plated men standing guard, and to you, the armor that they wear looks very familiar. They are wearing blood-red blood dragon armor.
The blood... There's some blood dragon. Perhaps I don't need to hide myself. Then again, I should be careful. I am carrying that item. The blood grail. I'm sure one of my... I am sure one or two of my fellow bloodlines would want to kill me for it. I should be
Excuse
careful.
me, did you say you have
Oh.
the blood grail?
No, I don't. Run, fly, Arena. Like, I don't know this. Well, actually, maybe I would know this. But like, I saw the added in the description that it's the blood dragons made it, and I was like, I didn't know, realize. I don't know. That's cool.
Oh yeah, I changed your blood chalice to like an actual one that I got from a book.
Yeah, which is cool. Because you never mentioned that before, and I was like, I guess Alucard would know that. Pretty cool. It's a mockery! Fuck you, Wayne! It's a mockery for the Grail
I
Knight.
was still here.
Yeah, I'm still here.
A blood chalice is made in mockery of the Grail Knights. I mock you with my blood.
It's okay.
I mock you.
Oh, dear.
I helped summon it, kind of.
Yeah, you did. Righty-tighty. Yeah, I mull over for a second, whether or not it'd be a good idea to reveal myself to these guards. And then I decide that the pros outweigh the cons, considering my own power.
Kinda look like this, I guess, but it's just like
Oh,
a
they're
rough
neighbors.
sketch.
Yeah. Nice. Alright, I will approach one of the blood guards.
Okay, cool.
I will, reveal myself, I suppose.
Yeah, they stand in like perfect guard, like a very official, like you know, like the guards at like the English palace with the like big things on their head. I can't think of the name now.
The Coast Guard. Oh, no, not Coast Guard.
Coast Guard.
No, it's Coldstream, ain't it?
But they,
You know what they're called?
they're very official
Ah.
looking, very like stoic looking. They don't flinch or move as you like approach.
Hello there. Are you, protectors of the blood dragon bloodline?
Yeah, they simultaneously turn their heads towards them, and you sense like dark coming from them, and underneath the small eye holes from the helmets, the little bit of face you can see, they are clearly vampiric looking.
I'll
It's
take
like
off.
a metal helmet, like a voice inside echoes. We are the Drakenhof Templars.
Hang on a second. I look around. How many other people are around at the moment?
Just the two guards. There is no real like civilians about.
I'll change into my vampiric appearance and say, I'm one of the blood dragon bloodline, my good sir. There's no reason for pretense with me.
Oh, of the blood dragon bloodline.
Yes, I recognize your sigil. So you call yourselves Templars in this area?
Yes, you must think that we are part of the Order of the Blood Dragon, but we are actually a split-off chapter of the Blood Dragon orders that created their own order, the Templars. But we are all from the same bloodline. Do you belong to the Blood Dragon Order?
I don't. No, I'm from Musselon originally.
Ah, from the Land of Knights.
Yes. One of the last few knights from the olden days. You know how it goes. Our age and all that.
We style ourselves to the older Praetorian Knights. We tend to adhere to their similar values and code, but slightly different.
Ah, that's excellent to hear. It's really nice to actually meet one of my own bloodline. I haven't met anyone in decades. I was wondering, would it be possible to speak to your leader or whoever's in charge of you fine fellows? It'd be nice to actually have a sit down and a chat.
In these lands, you should not have to hide your true face. The people of Sylvania are well aware of our presence.
Ah. I've been getting that sort of feeling. I'm only here since yesterday.
A new arrival in Sylvania. But yes, we will just have to take a drop of your blood to see if your claim that you are from the Blood Dragon bloodline is correct. And if so, then you are more than welcome to enter our chapter house.
Oh, of course. I'll take off my gauntlet that I'm currently wearing and just be like, Take away, take away.
Yeah, he just does like a little like pinprick, like a single drop of blood that he like catches in a glass vial. Just wait here. I'll go and hand it in to the local expert,
No problem.
and it disappears off through the doors. The other guard is just stoically standing there. He kind of looks over to you. So, from Musalon.
Yes, yes. And you?
Sylvania. Well, I've been made like this a long time ago. Originally, I'm from a small settlement in the Grey Mountains, but that's a long, long time ago. I see myself as a Sylvanian now.
I see, I see.
What is
Hey.
what is happening in Bretonia these days? You don't get much news from our Bretonian
There-
cousins.
There was a potential war between them and the Empire, as there usually is. But it got settled. It was led by one of our kind. You may have known him. He was one of our bloodline called Griffith. Nasty piece of work.
Griffith. I think he was a leader of a mercenary band, was he not?
He was stirring up some trouble between the Empire and Bretonia. He got defeated, though.
Yes, he was from an. I've heard tell of him. They say that he was from an independent vampire bloodline, not from one of the 5 main ones. Those tend to never be up to any good. They're not as pure as the true bloodlines.
Then how the hell am I a blood dragon? He turned me. Wait a minute. Is everything he said a lie? Oh shit.
Are you a mudblood?
Oh god, am I a mudblood? Oh no. Ah, I'm smuggled as a witch. Whatever. I got it backwards there, but So, I know you're on duty, but it's not like we can get pissed. Fancy a little blood wine?
Blood wine?
Blood wine.
Yes.
I'll uncork the bottle and pass it to him.
Thank you. So, about the lands of Bretonia, their mortal knights, are they still mad about the false grail affair?
I haven't interacted with too many of them, but I think so. What do you know of the False Grail?
Not much, just what gets passed around the, mainly the Order of the Blood Dragons, not so much in our Templar Order, but they say that long ago, the first Blood Dragon drank the blood of a dragon.
Yes.
He is the one that instigated the Bretorian Civil War that led to the affair of the Blood Grail, the Black Grail, the Fake Grail, however the Bretorians like to call it. And ever since then, the Blood Dragon bloodline has a tradition of keeping corrupted blood chalices as a mockery of the Grail.
Yes, like this one. And I pull out the Blood Grail.
Ah, you have one?
I do indeed. I had to go on quite a journey to get this one.
They say that it is a pale, ghastly-looking elderly woman that bestows a blood dragon with their chalice or grail. Is this
It
what
is.
happened to you?
It is. She even removed one of my weaknesses.
You must be a mighty warrior indeed. I've been a blood dragon Templar for a long time now, and I've never even seen the chalice.
Oh, but it might have something to do with the fact that the war you mentioned, I fought in that war.
I've fought in many wars as well, but let's not boast about our accomplishments.
No, that's not. No, but
'Cause I can go on.
No, I originally trained with the Knights of originally trained with the Knights of Mallory de Mousselon, way back in the day before we were sadly struck down.
Oh, have you met the Red Duke?
Oh, the Red Duke. No, he was the one that assigned me to Mallory, but never met him personally.
I see.
They say he fled back to his castle, but no one's really seen him since.
Interesting. Those lands are far away. They are not the troubles of Sylvania.
No, but ever since then, I don't know how it's been. It's been over a year since I've been home, but there was no Duke when I left. He doesn't lead the land. He just hides in his castle, so they say, if he's still alive in there. I've not seen Mallory since the war either. I don't know what happened.
Well, many of our leaders of the more aristocratic of our kind, the Karstein family, they tend to hide away for a long time, mustering their forces, scheming and sneaking, pulling strings behind the scenes. But that is not really the Blood Dragon way. We take pride in fighting our battles head on.
Damn right, brother. Damn right.
He nods. Yeah, the other guy comes back. Your blood has been cleared. It looks like you are indeed of the pure Blood Dragon bloodline. Nice meeting you. What was your name?
Alucard. Alucard Praven.
Alucard Praven. Well, welcome. Welcome to the Drakenhof Templars.
Oh. Oh, thank you very much.
Like, massive doors open. They guide you inside. You walk through a hallway with just paintings on like both sides of the hallway, depicting like many battles where the Order of the Templars are standing victorious over their foes. Battles against all kinds of enemies: orcs, dwarves, elves. So this we are the Drakenhof Templars. We are a split-off group of the Order of the Blood Knights. We came into existence when Vlad from Karstein, I don't know if you are familiar with him, but he took Sylvania over from the human rulers of this land, and
Yes.
we were in his service as warriors to fight for Vlad. We fought against the Drakenhof Templars, the human ones, and we defeated them in glorious combat and took over the role as their chapter in this place.
Fascinating tale. There are many things in this
It
world
was
that I do
pretty
not know,
cool.
it seems. I'd say so. It's pretty cool. That's fascinating. So you took over a holy place and made it for our own kind. Very good. And what happened to Vlad? The people on the street say he's missing.
Vlad has not been seen for a long time. Some say that he is truly dead. Others find it hard to believe. He has been defeated many times before, but rumors say that thanks to a magical relic, a ring that he would never depart with, he had the ability to always come back. But there is a story that just before the disappearance of Vlad, a story went around that some sort of hairy assassin snuck through the night and stole Vlad's ring the night before a battle against the Empire. And because he was not in possession of his ring, he got truly slain by a mighty warrior of the Empire. Some say by Sigmar himself.
Do you mean Skaven?
Could be the Skaven. They are a vile and sneaky sort.
There's some Skaven, but so that's so many miles that direction. I sort of stick a thumb in a random direction.
Found a better picture of them.
Oh, nice. That, we're mining some warp stone. Don't know if you've heard of it. The weird stone.
Ah, vile creatures in our lands must be dealt with. You say that they are nearby, mining their sickly stone?
They are. There's a whole settlement of them down there. They're,
The little creatures,
Do you-
they go nuts for the stone.
what's his village called again? Keep forgetting.
Stern East.
Just near Stern East, there's a giant tower. Underneath that, there's a mine that's full of them, and I mean full of them. And they seem to be making some sort of weird phallic-shaped, like for no other word for it, penis-shaped sort of metal device.
Seems like a glorious battle is to be had there. Thanks for letting us know. we might ride out and meet this threat to Sylvania.
Hmm.
Would
Have
you
you
like
heard
to join us on the field of battle?
Oh, I would. I absolutely would. That'd be a great honor if you don't mind.
Was
And
that,
it would help protect my friend's village.
Was that your mighty steed you had with you outside?
Yes, yes. A Pegasus. Well, in all honesty, it's a nightmare that can fly.
I could sense strong dark coming from it. It did not
Yes.
sense like an alive creature. Must be
No.
a strong illusion spell you have going on.
It is. It's based on a magical item that it's wearing.
So, in battle, are you more of a user of magic or do you wield the blade?
Both.
Ah,
I used to just be a wielder of the blade, but I've lived long, and I always had Dar within me, so I've been learning a few spells here and there, trying to pick up as much knowledge on my journey. My journey to get this, and I pull out the blood grill.
yes, you have it. Stop showing it off. I'm jealous.
Oh, is this a different guy? Sorry, I thought this was the same guy. A different guy. No, I thought this was a different guy, not the same guy. Sorry.
Same guy like guiding you around.
Oh, my bad. I thought it was
Like showing him the challenge. It's like, I know!
I thought this was the second card that went and tested my blood. My bad.
Sorry, I should have made that clearer.
No, it's fine. He was like, welcome to the thing. And I was like, oh, okay. I thought I was following him in. Blood grill, poke him with it. Poke. No, the majority to get the blood grill. Blah, blah, blah. But no, I've learned a few spells here and there, a few petty ones.
Ah, interesting. I prefer the blade myself, but I do know some magics to reinvigorate oneself.
Ah, so do I. Are you talking about, what is it called again? The Invocation of Nahik. Nahik.
What does your spell do, the Invocation of Nahek? Perhaps we call it a different name.
It would heal us, like it would a healing spell for a human.
Ah, yes, then I believe that it is one and the same.
It's a very useful one to have for ones of our kind.
Yes. We must be wary of our form, maintain ourselves with magics if we do not want to end up turning into a monstrous Fargolf.
I beg your pardon? A Fargolf?
Ah, you are not aware?
I've never heard of that term, no.
Our previous Grandmaster of the Order sadly turned down his post as he felt the ancient blood rage swelling into him, and he could not hold it back anymore. It turned into a monstrosity that we call a Vargolf. It is a big bat-like monster.
Oh. We'll definitely have to be careful not to turn into one of those.
Yes. There are many theories as to why it happens, but nobody knows for sure. Many believe that it is when you truly give in to your rage and your bloodlust that you just turn into a wild, animalistic form, much like when you are a newly born vampire.
Wouldn't want to go back to that feral state.
Some say it is boredom that just takes over the mind. The mind becomes empty, and animal instincts become more prominent.
So, what made the blood dragons want to follow a Karstein? Is he a blood dragon as well?
No, the Karsteins, they're their own ancient bloodline, but the blood dragons have for many years now been warriors in, you could say, in service for the Karsteins, but it is a give and take relationship. The Karsteins are more diplomatic creatures. They need strong warriors, and we, the strong warriors, need more diplomats. So we help each other.
Ah, that's interesting.
Yes. Are you familiar with the different bloodlines of the vampires of our
Some.
kind?
Some, but not all. I couldn't recite them all off the top of my head, unfortunately.
Hmm. Well, there are 5 prominent ones. You know, the Karsteins. You know, the Blood Dragons. There are also the Lamians. If the Karsteins are the diplomatic sort, then the Lamians are even more diplomatic. They tend to resolve everything through intrigue and politics. They are rarely seen actually fighting on the field,
See.
and they are mainly women.
Ooh.
It is rare for a man to be of the Lamian bloodline, but it happens every now and then. And there are many others, but the others are unsightly, horrid creatures. But yes, what brings you to Drakenhof? From all the way here from Bretonia.
Oh, he trailed off pretty quick. He's like, "If you know the 5 bloodlines, here's 3 of them.
Yeah.
Nambians, Karsteins, Blood Dragons."
It's like, the other ones kind of suck. I don't want to talk about them.
Oh, well, I was traveling with a friend of mine. He lives here in Slovenia. He was looking to find a way to get a home in the capital, but I've been told you need to get an invitation, so I thought I'd come to the most noble-looking building that there was, which was this one, and funny enough, I saw the Blood Dragon sigil, and it was just a coincidence.
Ah.
So I'm basically just here because he can't read or write, to see if he can find a way to move into the capital rather than living in a village where him and his family could get attacked.
Oh, is this one of your trolls?
You could call him that. He's more of a mercenary I've hired.
I see.
Kind of a friend, but he's never really gotten too close to me. I think he considers me more, someone he can trust, but not a friend. I'm not really sure how he sees me. He knows what I am, but I just sort of trail off. It's like, how does Peter sort of think of me? He trusts me. Am I his friend? I don't know.
Trust me. What am I doing?
Yeah, just sort of comes to my mind. It's like I never really thought about it. We sometimes forget he exists.
That is true. Well, officially, Sylvania is ruled by none other than the Elector Count Alberic of Sturland. But he has little power here in Sylvania. The true leader of Sylvania is one that has recently returned to us after a long period of rest. He's currently planning to make some moves against the Empire. Have you
that
heard
Manfred?
of Manfred? Yes, indeed, Manfred from Karstein. But officially, he's not around anymore, if you understand.
That's why the peasants didn't know who was in charge. I do understand, yes. You see, I met a fellow called Barstoff von Karstein, and he told me this.
Yes. I see. There are many von Karsteins. They are one of the bloodlines that like to sire many children, as they call them.
Ah. Excuse me, sir, while I pull out a pen and a quill and ink and I write this down.
Just writing everything down.
Just looking at it like, oh. So much lore. God.
Just dumping it.
Yeah, lore dump. So who leads your chapter currently?
The current leader of the chapter is we're currently under leadership of a Karstein.
Oh.
It is Anarch von Karstein. He is known as a strong but brutal warrior that takes delight in ripping people in half on the battlefield.
Oh, my friend likes to do that.
Oh,
Well, I say like Amor does it in a blood rage because he used to be a chaotic, corrupted creature. That's a long story. My traveling companions are very interesting, weird little mortals. They they keep me entertained. And also stress the fuck out because they constantly, you know, as mortals do, are very squishy and easy to kill.
I see. You said you were from Musalon, yes?
Yes, originally.
Ah, we have another Musalonian? I don't know how to call it, but
That's correct, Mussolinian.
in our order. Erican Crowfeard Fiend? I don't know if you know him. He is ancient by all accounts.
No, I'm only 168 myself, sir. I've never heard of him. What was his first name?
Erican
Eric.
Crowfiend. He served under Malobalt, I think he says, during the Bretorian Civil War.
Oh, okay. Well, I never had the pleasure of meeting him personally, but like I said, I fought in that war.
He says he is the son of the Cannibal Knight, but I'm not familiar with who that is.
Cannibal Knight. I've heard that name as well. Again, not familiar. I mostly just served directly to Mallory de Mousselon. And that was it. She saved my life after I got out of my feral period.
Yeah, I don't know if when you guys did the Mousselon adventure, if you went to the underground city under Mousselon, like kind of like the sewer city. The Cannibal Knight is like the leader of that place.
I don't think we did. Aiden? He's not.
I feel like you went there and like talked to some people, but like
I think we just talked to the doctor, and that was about it. Right? The doctor that was like mortal, and he was like, "Oh, I'm just here to like study and do stuff. I'm the only doctor in town."
Yeah, I think you talked to like some ghouls and stuff in the sewers, but like again, I've done that Bretorian adventure twice, so I might be thinking of the other one.
You might be thinking of the other one because the only sort of like weird like ghoul creature I remember talking to was that one that was impersonating me in the Uberstrike sewers.
Yeah.
Maybe we did, but it's been nearly 2 years.
Yeah. It's been a long time.
Does not ring a bell.
I've got a picture of him, maybe if that like rings a bell. Let's see. This guy?
That picture looks familiar.
Yeah. I feel like you guys dealt with him. But it, like you said,
it
was a long guy. Could be, but that dude is his son. So like, this guy, his son, is the guy in this order that like served under Malobalt.
Let's say I didn't kill him.
It all ties into each other.
Oh my god, it's all linked. Yes, I believe I know that name. He's still around somewhere, I think, in the undercity of Musalon. I think.
Oh.
Time sort of blurs together after a while.
Yes, it's true, especially for our kind.
I've always wondered if it's because of the size of our brains. Do you think we can only retain so much information? I don't know.
Perhaps. I'm just a warrior, man.
Sorry, man. I like to philosophize. In my later years, I've been picking up more books and stuff.
I hate things. I don't think.
That's why I was thinking about heading up towards Vlad's castle before I met you guys. Now that I know that secretly Manfred's probably still up there, I suppose.
Yes.
I won't be going there for an investigation.
The castle currently is abandoned, but I think one of the Karstein children is in there sometimes. One of the female ones, but I cannot remember her name. He tends to see herself as the steward of this place until the true ruler returns.
I see.
Manfred himself is believed to be recovering in an abandoned castle somewhere near the border of Sylvania.
Wait. Say. Wait. Hang on a second here. It wouldn't be perhaps to the northeast, this border castle.
I do not know. It is being kept in secrecy.
I see. I saw an abandoned castle up near where my friend's village is that had lights on.
There are
Maybe
many abandoned castles in Sylvania, but if it has the lights on, it doesn't seem so abandoned.
No. Okay. Alfred, okay, I might need back quick. He doesn't have a tendency to feed the peasants human meat, does he? I don't like that. Oh shit.
I'm not familiar with such a scheme, but feeding humans human meat leads them to becoming ghouls, and ghouls can be controlled by our vampiric natural necromancy. So it would make for a nice and easy army.
Yeah, I shouldn't have left the guys. We're gonna come back and they're all gonna be dead or ghouls. Oh no!
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, it's fine. Philippe will throw his chicken helmet at him. It'll be fine. He'll be like, ah! Oh shit! Right. Okay. I'll try to remember being calm, and because he's taking me to his leader and all that.
But yes, since there are currently no leadership up in Castle Drakenhof itself, we have the authority to allow people to purchase residence in the city.
Oh, you do?
Yes, well, our
excellent.
Grandmaster does. But,
Oh, if I could arrange a meeting with him at some point, or I don't know if you already have, whatever you test my blood there, that would be fantastic. Like I
Yes.
said, my friend doesn't know how to read or write, so I'm here to basically do the paperwork for him.
yes, I believe he's in the yard, doing some light sparring.
What's this guy's name? Did I ask this guy's name? What's your name, by the way, sir? I never asked.
My name?
Yeah.
I am Isaac.
I see. It's been a pleasure meeting you, Isaac.
Azak.
With a K. With a K. It's been great to meet you. It absolutely has. They are just this way.
Yes. And he leads you through like decorated hallways of just scenes of battle. There are like display cases showing off like all sorts of weapons, from clearly empire-looking weapons of defeated foes to like crude metal slabs that you can barely call a weapon, that looks like orcish in design. Just like all kinds of defeated foes, their like weapons are on display here.
Nice.
You go to like a yard that's very much like a training yard. There's your like straw dummies that you like hit to train, and in the middle is a little like roped off area, like a square, like a boxing ring almost, but just in the mud, where
A pit fighter area?
yeah, pit fight area, where a like massive beast of a man, full in like plate armor, with a big winged helmet, shield out, sword out, is like sparring another like Templar knight. But it is clearly, as you just walk up, that it is no competition at all. The massive man has like the upper hand. He has all the advantage, we can say, and he's just kicking the other guy's ass.
Ah. Is that your Grandmaster there?
Yes.
What's his name?
That is Master Anarch von Karstein.
Oh, yes.
And it is, as you can see, he might be a von Karstein, but he lives up to a Blood Knight's reputation of being a strong warrior. He is not like the other Karsteins.
No, he certainly does seem like it. He seems like he's about to kick that guy's ass.
Yes, I believe this match has already been decided. It looks like our initiate into the order is not faring too good.
No. Do you get many new initiates?
Well, if we see a worthy mortal warrior on the battlefield, we turn them and make them one of our own.
Oh, are you the ones taking all the people that can cast magic? I heard from the villagers that if you're good with magic, you get taken away.
No, that is not us. We have no interest in magic casters. That's more for the necromancers.
Ah, so the necromancers are taking them. I see.
Perhaps. They are nasty sort, but we deal with them every now and then because they have great powers in turning the soil of Sylvania into an army of the undead.
Ah, they're the ones keeping the basically never-ending spawning undead.
Well, they can tap into the powers of Sylvania and bring forth the dead, but it is not them that cause the dead to never rest here. Many different stories say how come that the dead never rest in Sylvania. Some say it is as simple as the land is cursed. Others say it is a power from deep underground that seeps through the soil and brings the corpses back. But nobody really knows. Rumor has it that it could be the strange stone that the Ratman likes so much, the weird stone. That,
Yes, could be.
long ago, before men were even around, a big chunk of that stone fell from the sky, impacted in this place, and the land exists above it now.
Another large chunk of it fell near that castle that I was talking about where the Ratmen were mining. Is that recent?
We have not seen anything fall from the sky in recent times, and we've been here for hundreds of years on watch.
It is quite a distance. If your order and your master obviously allows it, I will guide you to where the Ratmen are. This Skaven. It's right near it, so perhaps if you have someone capable of investigating that, maybe bring them along.
Are you volunteering to lead the charge?
Oh, absolutely. Well, not lead. I wouldn't be so presumptuous, but I did say I would happily go with you. If you want me to lead you there, I will. It's up to your master, isn't it?
Good man. Glory goes to those that take it.
Absolutely. And, I'm happy enough to wipe those things out, because they're definitely plotting something.
They are always scheming. Nasty creatures.
I just didn't like the look of that big metal penis thing. It looked dangerous.
That's not him giggling, that's me. Just
like
just knowing Blood Knight is like...
Yeah, I can't help it. Like, Alucard doesn't have any other way to describe it. There's no such thing as a fucking cigar or a cigarette. It's a big fucking penis-shaped object that's pointing upwards.
Like,
Who doesn't know what a rocket is?
The GM, I'm a man-child. The stoic 100-year-old vampire knight is not.
I don't like the idea that the only thing that makes this guy laugh is penis jokes. It's like, dicks. Oh, God. How's the fight going?
Very one-sided, and it seems like it's gonna be over soon enough.
How many people are watching?
There's like a group of... I keep wanting to say Blood Knights, but they're Templar Knights. But they're like...
Yeah, but they're Blood Knights.
Yeah. There's like a group of like... this seems to be a sizable chapter of knights. There is like 12 or so knights in total watching this.
That's good to know. I'm just gonna wait for the fight to be over and talk to this guy.
The chapter master, Anarch, just beats the new Blood Knight initiate into the ground. And as he falls face
I kind
first,
of want to fight him.
he falls face first into the mud. Everybody cheers for the Grandmaster, and the Grandmaster very honorably reaches out his hand and helps the new initiate stand to his feet and gives him a slap on the shoulders. You vaguely hear him say like, "Good fight, son. Good fight."
Seems like a decent fellow.
But
These von Karstein seem to be all very mixed bag of personalities.
he seems like he does delight in like battle, like he's like in his element. It makes him like very jolly, I guess, just being in the fight. He does like a victory lap around the arena, like showing off like his blade and shield, like clanging his blade on his shield, looking at like his fellow knights. They cheer him on.
I'll have a look. Does it seem to have any special properties, Gris? His weaponry? Or is it very nice?
It's a very like quality craftsmanship weaponry, but also like very vampiric looking, like a lot of edges, sharp points and stuff like that, skulls on it. And as he does his like victory lap, he stops like in front of you and he's like,
Oh, fuck.
"Yeah, you're not one of ours. Do we have a guest?" And Isaac is like, yes, master. It's a blood knight from the blood knight bloodline. We tested. He showed up at the entrance. We tested his blood, and it was truly so. So we gave him a tour of the Templar chapter house. Ah, a blood
Dragon.
dragon.
He's a blood knight, which is why I giggled. A blood knight from the blood knight bloodline. It's like, oh!
One of the blood dragon bloodlines. Oh, too many bloods in what I'm saying. I'm starting to trip it up. Welcome to the Order of the Drakenhof Templars.
Thank you very much. It's been a wonderful little visit. It's very nice to be among some of my own people again. I'm tired of always keeping that illusion up.
Are you from
wave my hand from my face.
Are you from a knightly order yourself?
There once was. I once fought in the war way back in the day for the Blood Grail. And everything.
The affair of the Grail. Glorious.
Yes. It was. It's a shame we didn't prevail that day.
Yes. They like their cup so much.
I put the Blood Grail away. Yes. It was definitely a glorious battle. But as I was saying to your man Isaac, I've got a little bit of news about the Ratmen, the Skaven.
Oh, the horrendous creature.
Yes, and I'll tell him everything pretty much about the big stone and they were mining, and it was at the village, and
Skaven?
They're making a big phallic penis.
In our land, taking our stone that can power our magics. This must be stopped. And this is the ideal time for our order to avenge Vlad. It is horrendous what those little creatures, horrible creatures, did to him.
Ah, so it was the Skaven that betrayed him and stole his item?
Well, the guards on duty that fateful night say that they saw a hairy rat-like creature sneak into the castle. I can think of only one race that could be.
The halflings.
Halflings.
The halflings!
To the boot!
To the boat! Yeah, no, I don't agree with them about the Skaven. It's like, yeah, it does sound like them. I like the idea that I start a war and destroy the moot, and then go back to the village and be like, "What's up, Milo? I killed all your people." Is this your parents' heads?
Yeah, wearing like a face just on your armor, like a halfling face.
What the fuck is that, Alucard? It's like, it's a kid.
The beardless dwarf.
Yeah, it's a beardless dwarf. Like, yes.
At least they're not elves.
Yeah, at least that helps. I'll happily show you the way to it, but I did have one small matter to talk to you about, if it's okay. It's about purchasing land here. Not for myself. I have a friend who's been very, very good. He's a civilian levy. Good lad, quite strong. He was brought in by the Band of the Bat, but they were defeated. And now he's returned home to his family and is seeking to live in the capital. I said I would go ahead and see if I can't talk something out. Because he can't read or write, you see.
Immortal?
He's immortal, yes. He knows
Immortal.
what I am. He knows what I am. He happily pays the blood tax. His family's been here. He was born and raised here. He's a good lad. Very loyal.
I see. And why do you want him to stay in Drakenhof?
Several reasons now. Initially, it was just because you had big walls, but now and I wanted him to be safer because he deserves a reward. He may be mortal, but he's like I said, he's a good lad. But now that I know that some of my own people are here to keep an eye on him, I'd be pretty damn happy. So I'd like to see about getting him a home. It would be for about 5 people.
Yes, there are plenty of empty houses.
He's earned lots of gold in his mercenary work, so he's easy. He'll be easy enough to pay. It's just a matter of, like I said, he can't read or write, so it'll be up to me to do the paperwork for him. Sort of think of it as a thrall's reward, I suppose.
5 people?
5 people. He's got a few kids and a wife, and you know they happily pay the blood tax, so you know they'll pay their way.
Well, let's fight.
Oh shit! What?
If you can land a hit on me, your mortal friend and his family can stay in Drakenhof for free, other than the blood tax, of course.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Pour some blood. I'm going to take a risk. You know what? Now that I learned more about the blood chalice, I pull out the blood chalice.
Oh,
I put some blood wine in it, and I take a little sippy sip.
okay.
Time to see what this does. If anything, please don't turn to ash. Please don't turn to ash. Please don't turn to ash.
So, the description that you don't know, but as you drink from this, you heal 1d10 wounds.
Okay, I'm fully healed, so that's fine.
It is an action to like drink from the chalice, and you, as you drink, a bit of the blood like spills over, drips onto your like sword that's like hanging from your belt or wherever it is, and your weapon ignites.
What happens on fire?
You may coat a weapon with this blood, causing it to ignite upon contact. Any blow that strikes with this weapon causes +1 a blaze condition. If you pour like some of the blood from the blood chalice on a weapon, it becomes a fiery weapon.
Ooh. Well,
Very Game of Thronesy.
considering I was going to do a wield, but I guess I'm not anymore. Looks like we'll say just since it was on one weapon, it went on Hungard's sword.
Okay.
So I'll pull like Hungard's sword and fight this big bastard. It's like, okay, well, I'm always up for a challenge, sir. Thank you for the honor of the fight. And Chris, guess what? I was just challenged to a duel. Because of my warped sense of fucking thing, I get resolve point to spend in this fight, bitch.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'll find it here. Hang on, where is it? Deathless Vigor, Dual Wielder, Fearless, Furious Assault, Indefatigable Iron Will. There it is. I get immediately 1 advantage and 1 resolve. Unless I refuse it, unless I lose a resolve.
And you can just it's to see if you can land like a hit on him, is what he said. So he lets you get the first hit as you all get into the ring. The fellow Templar knights start like smashing their sword against their shield, like as the fight like gets going.
Alrighty.
And this Karstein, Arnak from Karstein, he pulls out like a large shield, like it's a big one. I just equipped it on him.
It's a phallic symbol.
And just so you have somebody to target, I guess I'll put like a blood dragon token down. You see it?
I say it. Are we going in turn order, or is it just me to go first, you said?
You go first, yeah.
Ah, just little bitch. Fuck you up. Wait, how do I give myself an advantage? I guess I'd do it when I do the roll. Yeah.
Yeah. That pops up.
Alright, yeah.
I can put your token down. Let's see.
Yeah, it would be. I've already done the thing though, but... Yeah!
Top of the horse.
Would that be... Are we doing challenging 0?
Yeah.
Eki teki. God damn. We'll re-roll that.
Fumble.
No, it didn't. Shut up. A 2! Much better!
Oh!
Go get your boy!
Your rerolls are always so good.
It's so ridiculous.
It always goes from like, oh, that was really bad to, oh shit, that's really good.
Get you with my fire sword. Ah. Oh! Hey, I hit him.
Ooh, 15 damage with the fire sword. You like, he raises his shield at like unnatural speed, but you match his speed and you just manage to slip your sword past the shield, hitting him straight into the arm, right arm, so it's like weapon arm, and he dashes back at like superhuman speed, because you know they're not humans.
Yeah.
And he looks a bit surprised that you immediately managed to hit him, but he lowers his shield and weapon and
I put the sword away.
cheats it and holds out his hand.
I'll take it and shake it
And
roughly.
he does the like shake at the wrist, like
Same, yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
goes for it,
You
like
son of a bitch.
around the armor, and is like, very good strike. I see you are a experienced warrior. Been through many battles before. I can just
Many wars
sense
and fights.
the experience coming from you.
I know, it's at least 13,000.
You must tell me, where did you learn your moves? Are you self-taught? Did you have a master?
Mallory de Beaucelon taught me a lot of what I know, but everything else I've picked up through just life. Fighting creatures and chaotic things. Went to a land called Albion where they all fought barbarically. Saw a man's foot get punched off. Lots of strange things the mortals do in order to
Punch the
survive.
man's foot off?
Not me. It was a mortal that I knew.
Oh.
Punched it right off. Like he punched it and he went flying. Not like he was rotted or anything. He just punched it and went flying, and that was a mortal. Not one of our kind. You'll pick up a lot of things watching mortals fight.
Yes. I've not seen a mortal do that much damage in my entire life.
Oh, you
Only-
should meet him. He'll be at this village that's near this place that we're heading to. We should stop by and pick them up. They'll be mighty warriors in the fight.
Mighty
One of-
warriors.
one
None
of
of
them's a
those
Grail Knight,
holy
though.
warriors amongst your
Oh, I bite my tongue as I was about to say about the Grail Knight. I was like, well,
We get the occasional bitch hunters and warrior priests from the Empire over here, but they always end up mysteriously disappearing. A shame.
oh yeah, it's a terrible shame. As I start like an evil grin on the side of my face, it's like, that's a shame.
Shame
There's
indeed.
no holy warriors. There's a Bretonian knight, and there's a priest, but the priest and him both know what I am, and they have no problems with it.
Bretonian knights.
Yeah, one of those ones with the holy chicken on their heads.
Oh, has he done his Grail quest yet?
Yeah, he has the Grail.
Oh, a mighty warrior indeed then.
He might be useful. I'll be blunt, he's a bit of a meathead. He's sort of like a bumbling child with a sword sometimes. But I was gonna say he means well, but sometimes I just wonder if he wants to kill everything. But he is strong. He's very strong.
I've been campaigning through Bretonia a couple of times. Their Grail Knights are not a foe to take lightly. Their lady-powered artifacts can really damage the magic that flows through our bodies.
Certainly can. But like I said, he's kind of like a child wielding a weapon. He's harmless. As long as I explain to him that we're all allies, he'll understand. Just don't drink him. His blood is like holy or something.
Yes, Grail Knights. I bet he really likes his horse.
Oh, he fucking loves his horse.
They
No,
all do.
I love my Pegasus, but like I mean, he loves his horse.
Mighty steed is fine, but ours tend to be that.
Yes, yes, quite mighty indeed.
But yes, as promised, your mortal friend is free to stay at Drakenhof, at city Drakenhof, not the castle.
Yes, of course not.
We'll
I won
find
the castle for him.
Yeah.
He's like, oh no, what have you done, Alucard?
we'll find one of the empty houses. We'll send some
Oh,
of the
wonderful.
servants to clean the place up, make sure that none of this nasty plague still remains.
That'd be wonderful. Like I said, he's also at that village I mentioned nearby to where the Skaven are. So if we're truly campaigning together, if you don't mind me joining, of course, I'll happily show you the way, and we can stop by, pick them up, and then bring them back here to live in their new quarters, I suppose.
So he's a Sylvanian, yes?
Yeah, Savinian Levy. He's a good lad.
Oh. What
Quite strong.
mutation does he have?
As far as I know, he doesn't have any. Or he's kept it very secret from me if he does.
Oh, that's quite rare. Most Sylvanians have mutations, other than those that live close to the border.
He lives close to the border.
Ah, understandable.
Mm.
Well, we have no real need for rest, but we, even though the skies are darkened in Sylvania almost all of the time, we still prefer to ride out at night.
Mm.
If you don't mind waiting until nighttime to ride out towards this Skaven threat.
My friends are waiting for me. But I suppose I could wait.
Now, what do you know about the Ratman?
The Skaven. They really like the weird stone, the warp stone. I pull out a piece of it myself. These rocks. They seem to like power weapons with them. They have make weapons out of them or something. I've seen them with lots of green weapons. They're diseased. Some of them have mild intelligence, and they have varying personalities, but are mostly just skittish little bastards. If I can be blunt.
They tend to hide in tunnels and caves underground. Small little holes. We fare better fighting on the open field. Do you have any ideas on how to lure these Skaven out into the open?
The rock. They want that rock.
Wayne?
No, Johnson. No, they want that big green rock. They seem to want the warp stone. I mentioned the shinies and that there was a guard up at the top that had been defeated, and they all seem to skittish up towards the top. So, I think they want the rock to power their big metal phallic thing, whatever it is. It was like a big penis. It was pointed straight to a castle.
If we block off the rock, bar them from continue to chip away on it, that'll eventually make them come out and attack.
I think so. I think they'll want it as a power source. It is scattered all over, but if we go around and either destroy or gather up the random bits that are like scattered all over.
As you say, destroy, he shakes no, like, not destroy the weird stone. Very, very volatile. It can cause a lot of damage.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. We found a body that was like all stitched together. And it was like made of children and stuff. Kind of sickening to look at. So I set it on fire and it was full of weird stone, warp stone, whatever you want to call it. And it exploded. So yeah, I sort of get that. Though if they hear it exploding, they might be like, come to investigate. Who knows?
I look forward to battle, but not really to fighting the Ratman. They are a dishonorable foe, and they are not good for drinking either. Their blood is foul.
It is. It's gross.
And you are of the Blood Dragon bloodline.
Yes.
So are you like us, where we only we only feed on those that we deem worthy. We only feed on worthy warriors. We never drink of the peasants and the like. It's beneath us.
I have drank from animals before.
Oh,
Does that count?
uh, not not quite. It is also looked down upon by most of the vampiric bloodlines to drink animal blood, but we do what we must to sustain ourselves.
Yes, yes. Apart from that, yes. Just flat out lied to this man. So I don't need to drink too often, to be honest.
Ah, yes. With age, the thirst lessens.
It does. It certainly does. Also, I found this delicious blood wine. Oh, I never offered you any. Would you like some blood wine?
It never stops feeling good to drink blood wine. Yeah, sure.
Picked up a nice bottle of this. It's delicious. Right up with your wound there.
Ah, thank you, thank you. It is quite delicious. Where is this from?
This is from Barovia. Recently, very complicated story, but it used to be sealed off by a curse that was linked with one of the Karsteins. Have you ever heard of a man called Strad von Karstein?
I think I've heard mention of his name when the Karstein family has come together and met up.
Well, I'm sorry to be one to inform you of this. I know you didn't know him very well, but he has passed on from the mortal coil.
Oh, somebody managed to defeat him.
I have to be honest, and please don't hate me for this. I don't want to lie to you, sir. It was me and my friends. He went completely mad. He'd been around for way too long. He'd been cursed and living in this weird, cursed-off cycle where he was doomed to repeat himself. He kept trying to find this mortal woman who used to be like a reincarnation of his wife. I know this sounds particularly bizarre and strange, but I can actually prove it. If you speak to one of your family members,
I hear a paper flip.
no, you didn't. If you speak to Barstoff von Karstein, he was there. He witnessed part of this. Do you know him? Is he a relative of yours, or just one of your bloodline?
There are many of us Karsteins. I can say that I know many of them, which is why I have been charged with leading this group of Blood Dragon Templar Knights, as I am not too familiar with the Karstein race. I am a bit of an outcast. I'm more of a warrior myself.
Well, and as I said, I know it sounds bizarre, but it was either take his life or watch him live out the same mistake over and over because of this curse he was under.
Was it a good fight?
It was. It was quite excellent. He almost killed me in one hit. Like, not to be rude, sir, but he was quite a bit more powerful than even you. Like, I could barely get a hit on him. But he said he was thousands of years old, so.
Suppose he died a good death then.
He certainly did. Crawling, trying desperately to get a door open.
Did you take any precautions that he may not return, or did you leave his?
I think I burnt his remains. I think so. I'm trying to remember like out of game here. I believe I burnt his remains. He once his death was made apparent, the cursed person that was sort of like cursed to like the woman he was seeking, the mortal, she passed on as well. Her soul was sort of released from her body and she died at the same time. So we believe that means they're both wherever they go next.
I see. Strange. This is a land of strange things.
It is. If you go blah, 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 give them the distance and all that, you'll find the land called Barovia. You'll find witnesses and people there that will. You should journey there. You should definitely journey there sometime. Many interesting artifacts. And the castle lays barren at the moment, so perhaps you'll be able to find many things for your blood order. In fact, there was definitely a dragon order that used to be there.
Another knightly order.
Yes, yes. We find the ruins of their old cathedral, what you call it? Base, hold. Goodness knows how long ago it had been. Hundreds of years at least. But there's definitely some stuff there that we didn't take.
Interesting. But first, a battle against the Ratmen.
Yes, yes.
Do you have any idea about their numbers? They always come in. Where there is one, there is 50 of them.
Oh, there's definitely more than that. Let me see. If going by your logic, if there's one for every one that you see, there's about 50 of them, then there's probably at least 1,000 down there.
I see.
I saw quite a lot of elite ones, and there was... Chris, how many holes were there? There were shit tons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a ridiculous amount of tunnels. Like, it looked like they went almost infinitely. I wanted to sort of venture in, but the rest of my mortals were sort of scared in the dark and all that.
Call all the Templar Knights, drum up the Sylvanian levies, get the necromancers ready to strengthen our numbers with the undead. Yes, sir. And one of the knights, goes off.
Oh, I can't wait. I really can't wait. Section where, gonna be sitting quietly, not saying anything while you guys play out the previous day. And Aiden's gonna be the only one that knows what happens here. And then, all of a sudden you just go, well, you guys head to sleep, and then you wake up the next day and you hear the sound of about what sounds like 500 horses heading towards this small village, and you see a shit ton of people with knights and shields. They're all going to be shooting at us and stuff. It's like, wait, it's fucking us! It's gonna be so good.
just an undead army marching, with some humans in there. They have their civilians.
I know, it's just going to be like, oh shit, the Band of the Bats here. They're going to think something bad's happened, and then all of a sudden Alucard's like, wait, stop!
Okay.
Oh, this is going to be awesome.
Okay, cool. So we'll do the fight when everybody's here, I guess. Is there anything else you wanna do while you're still in Drakenhof?
I've got a day. I guess. Oh, where do you get your fine armor, sir? Do you have a smith?
The Templar armor, it has been passed down generations of mighty warriors. This armor is as more ancient than me. But we do have a smith that we keep in handy to upkeep the armor, to keep it sharp and new, that it's not, 1,000-year-old rusty shield. But we haven't had the need to produce weapons.
Wait, I just remembered it's been another day. Okay, Gris, time to find out if I destroyed the Ring of Regeneration. Oh, thank God. I have two, Gris. I have two stupid little wooden rings now.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're for. I'm just shoved it in there because it's good.
Can you make the quality to 2 of the item?
Yeah, I've got it to 2. Cool. Yeah. I have 2. Wow. Totally not being a cheeky little boy and trying to get rings for all the boys. Trying to keep them alive, Chris. Now, I wouldn't mind speaking with them if that's alright, just to see what their skills are like. I'm always interested in meeting the blacksmith of any other area. I've had some very fine pieces forged over the years.
Okay.
Thank you.
Look
at my sandal claws.
Yes. Isaac, take him to the smith, to the smithy. We'll start preparing for the upcoming battle. I think I will take I will retire to my sleeping quarters for the day until nighttime.
I will see you then. Roughly, when would you want to set out? I'm
And
not familiar
the
as when it gets dark in these lands. I mean, it's always dark, but you know what I mean, sir.
yes, when the bell strikes 10 times.
Very good. 2 hours. It struck 8 times when I got here.
That was a while ago.
It's a joke.
Yeah. He takes his leave. Very much enjoyed fighting you. He's a Karstein, but he's an odd Karstein. He seems more
Yeah, he
like
seems
a
odd.
blood dragon.
I like him. I like him.
And they are like blood dragons. They're pretty chill until they start
Fight.
fighting, and they just kind of
Go, man.
let loose. They go
Yeah.
all like Doomslayer on their enemies.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, have you ever seen me fight? That's sort of how I play Alucard. It's, like, he does try to be smart sometimes, but for the most part, it's just slash him till they're dead.
Rip and tear until there's nothing left.
Yeah. Oh, God. Wonderful. The blacksmith.
Yeah, he guides you to the blacksmith, and you see a mortal man. Clearly a Sylvanian mortal man. He has a third hand growing out of his back, a turned arm with a hand growing out of his back, and he is smithing away using all 3 hands, wielding hammers and metals. Cling, 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 just smithing away.
That is very impressive.
Who's there? Ah, Isaac, it's you. Who have you brought down here? This is Sir Raven, was it?
Yeah, Alucard's fine.
Sir Alucard. He is a.
Just Alucard, Isaac. It's okay.
We are knights, good sir.
I'll call you sir, but ever since Mallory was defeated, I don't consider myself part of the order.
I see. Just Alucard then.
Yes.
He is a traveling warrior of the sort, and he has to see our smith. Inquire about your services. Oh, yes. How can I help you?
I sort of glance around, just sort of have a look at his work.
Yeah, you can tell that he mainly does upkeep of weapons,
Upkeep.
like restoration and stuff like that.
Well, I'm getting into battle recently. I'm heading into battle soon with the rest of the knights, and I recently obtained this sword. It's an ancient sword, and I'll show him Hongard's sword, the one that I was fighting there with that was on fire.
An ancient. Oh, you and that boy do like your old weapons.
It's still razor sharp, despite its old age.
Talking about me?
Yes. No, the blade, sir, the blade. The only problem is I don't actually have a holster for it. I was wondering if you could perhaps make one that would be able to withstand this razor sharp edge.
A big two-handed one. I see.
It is. I've been just sort of stabbing it through my jacket.
I think I can fancy something for this. Make it out of leather.
Oh, that'd be most grateful. I've been most grateful. I've just like I said, been sticking it through my jacket, and it's pretty sharp.
What kind of scabbard did you have in mind? Like a waist-held one? A back scabbard?
A back scabbard, if you don't mind. One of those ones with like the little side thing, so you can actually slide it out.
Yes, because actual back scabbards is not very practical. I've seen the videos.
Yes. Have you ever heard of Australians? There's a man called Shad, great smith.
Back scabbards, I get it. Very impractical. Would be a hassle to get your sword out of it and stuff like that. But they look cool.
They look cool. Yeah, so one of the side ones where you can slide it out. that Shad bit.
Yes. They call it the Shadiversity. We can be.
Ah, yes. That would be wonderful, if you don't mind.
My work ain't free, and leather ain't cheap.
How much would you be looking for it?
Many brass pennies?
Oh, I could do better than that.
It's like, it's not cheap. Couple of brass.
I'll here, and I give him 40 Barovian brass pennies. for your trouble.
What's this?
Oh, that's these are one of the von Karstein coins from a place called Barovia. It's good brass, still solid coin.
Karsteins make their own coins now? I thought the whole point was that nobody knew that they were here.
This one did. I look at Isaac and go, here I go explaining this again. So there's this cursed land called Barovia, and I explain everything to him.
Oh.
Trying to find where I put my brass fucking coins now.
And covered in fog that nobody could see.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Interesting.
Alright.
So you're gearing up for, notice that there is quite a bustle going on in the, chapter house.
Chapter house, yeah.
I forgot what I called it earlier. I was like, in the castle? No. In the keep? No. In the chapter house.
Yes, every single levy and knight has been ordered to go and fight against the Skaven. There's a large group of tunnels that have been found up near a village.
Isaac, is this true? Yes, it's correct what he says. We're gonna
Call me
ride
liar.
out and fight some ratmen.
Fucking
Oh.
prick.
Sir Isaac, can I fight along in the ranks in this battle? It is long past due that I earned my promised immortality.
Ah, you haven't seen it yet, but that's what they do in the what we do in the shadows is like they tell humans that they're going to make them immortal, and then they never do. They're constantly just like, you served me 40 years and then I'll make you immortal, and then they just like wipe their memories and dump them in a gas station. It's really awful.
Yeah. Yeah, you can tell that Isaac kind of gives him like a look and then says like, I'll ask the Grand Master, but no guarantees.
Poor guy.
Oh, I'll be here, smitten away. Me and my third arm.
Poor guy. Now are you an experienced fighter?
Fine? Oh.
Oh, this one's gonna be against a lot of ratmen. Maybe about 1,000 to that, just a guess. Maybe not your time. You probably end up dying before you got that immortality you suck.
Perhaps, but I think I can take a ratman more than I can take an orc.
Maybe stay here, Smith.
One day I'll live forever.
I just look at Isaac with a side eye. He's like, I don't think they're gonna, are they? I don't think they're gonna.
Yes, well, we'll
Drink
leave
a
you to
mutated
your
blood's
work.
nasty.
Make sure that this man's scabbard is finished by today. We'll come back later on. Yes, it'll be done.
Thank you.
No problem. I have to.
Oh, that's sad. Isaac, you're never gonna make him immortal, are you?
It's not my decision. It is the Grandmaster's choice.
Ah,
But
isn't mutated blood a bit like? Can someone with a mutation become one of us? I've never seen it. Never seen no three-handed vampire.
This is true. Our vampiric nature protects us against the forces of corruption and mutation. But
I
I
wonder if his
honestly
arm
do
would
not know.
disappear.
What if somebody's already been mutated and then gets the blood kiss? Like me as the GM, I honestly have no idea. If the mutation disappears, I guess it does, because like you say, there is no mention of like
Yeah.
mutated vampires.
Yeah, no, I just find that very interesting, which is why I'm saying that to Isaac. I'm just like, I wonder what would happen if his arm would disappear or shrink, or I wonder what would happen. It's very interesting. had a friend that grew a tentacle once.
Yeah. With like how they make it a point that like most people in Sylvania are mutated, you would think that it would have like come up if they like keep their mutations. Like this is Lord Beelzebub, the three-handed.
Beelzebub.
I don't know. But yeah, they're making your scabbard. Let's move on.
Bye, Blacksmith Beelzebub.
It's not my name.
Oh, sorry, I don't know where I got that from. Oh, that's wonderful. And I'll just hang out with whoever like lets me hang out with them until nightfall. I guess that's all I can really think to do. I guess I'll look around the keep and check out the weapons and their paintings, and tapestries, or whatever they've got.
Yeah. Isaac is still with you, and he's like, well, we've got some time to kill, almost an entire day before nighttime. Do you have any plans for the day?
Not really. I was going to do some shopping in town, but to be honest, the stores and merchants seem lackluster, I guess would be the word. Not too much to sell.
Yes. The land of Sylvania is very... the land itself is as dead as the rulers of it. Not many crops grow here, so we don't have many produce for trade, and the Empire's trade caravans tend to not venture to this place, so we only really deal in local merchandise, which isn't much.
Do you know of the people living in the forest?
People living in the forest?
You know that wooded area you have in town? There's a bunch of Strigony living in there.
Ah, yes, the Strigony, yes. They stay there. This is true.
Ah, just wondering if they were there illegally or not. Just making sure.
They're an odd sort, the Strigony people, but they have deep respect for our kind.
Yes, I wonder why. I've met a few of them.
Well, their ancestors, I suppose, originate from an old vampire empire. That's strange to say. Empire.
A vampire, if you will.
An old vampiric empire, far down the south, called Strigos, I believe. It fell many years ago to many disasters. They were attacked by all kinds of creatures, from orcs to men to perhaps even Skaven. And eventually time just wore them down and the entire empire collapsed. The remaining people of that empire became traveling wanderers, nomads, who have become the modern Strigony.
Very.
And they tend to find solace and refuge within the lands that are owned by our kind, by the vampiric bloodlines, and we welcome them as our ancient ties binds us together. But they get they are not as welcome in the lands of their fellow men. They are a bit despised in the lands of the Empire. Which is why they tend to prefer to settle within our towns.
Something I've been meaning to ask you, Chris. Before you said that, like, vampires would be all bald and gross when they drop their illusion. Is that still the case because of the way the description of the past for human is? Where it's just like I grow fangs and stuff? Pointed ears? Am I just basically, do I look like a paler version of myself with like well, I guess it wouldn't be paler because I'm always wearing a helmet and keeping out of the sun. But like, is it just like a pointed eared, fanged version of myself?
It is like a
How do I actually look?
It's like a monstrous form, and you're actually like in your vampiric form, and it's like it's a bit, it varies from like vampire to vampire, but it's just like, you know, evil, monstrous looking, clearly not human looking. But it can kind of be up to you how you want it to be roleplay, how you look. examples of pictures of like vampires in their full vampire form, like Vlad, Manfred, and stuff like that, is very like undead looking, like very skinny that you can like see the bone almost like just skin over bone. Banks, obviously. Manfred's and most vampires are completely bald, insinuating that like you're dead, like hair doesn't grow anymore and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
Vlad, he has like longish hair, but it's very like thin strips of hair, like it's not like a full head of hair anymore.
Yeah. I just want to keep my hair.
So you can definitely have hair, but it'll be like, it'll be more like
Yeah.
dirty, greasy look. It'll look more like way unkept hair than actual like luscious hair.
Ah. Okay, so yeah, it's a big pointed teeth. I'm looking at a picture now. Who's this? Oh, that's Vlad. Oh, spoilers. I was just like Warhammer Fantasy, and then the first vampire is like, oh, Vlad by Karstein. Oh, spoilers.
I mean, yeah, Vlad is the main boy. Like he's
Yeah.
one of the good vampires. Manfred is an ass, but
Yeah, from what I've heard so far, yeah. I see. So like no nose, sort of like glowing eyes, sharp teeth, but he's got hair as well. So yeah, no, I'm happy with that as long as I've got my hair. I'm happy.
Manfred is a fucking asshole and an idiot. That kind of like.
Yeah, I'm suspecting he's feeding people ghouls. I don't like it.
Yeah, he's like a big part of like why the end times went as bad as it did, because he like stabbed some people in the back that he really shouldn't have.
Piece of shit. I'm gonna metagame the shit out of that and kill him. No.
Yeah, Vlad's a cool guy,
like-
but Vlad's dead.
yeah.
But as like vampires, he can like kinda still come back if like somebody's strong enough to like summon him. But it never
Say if
happens.
someone had a big chunk of football-sized warp stone and knew how to do necromancy.
Yeah, it never happens in the lore, as far as I'm aware. Like Manfred is like the main Karstein in this era.
We'll see about that. Maybe I can convince the chapter to take me to his grave.
Yeah, what were we talking about?
We were talking about pigs' penises.
Oh yeah, Isaac asked you like time to kill. I was pretty much gonna say like that Isaac needs to go on to patrol
Yeah,
through Drakenhof
duty.
if you wanted to like tag along.
I'll just wander through the halls on my own if that's allowed. And take in the environment, hang out with my people.
Yes, that is fine. You'll find a we have a big meeting / dining hall, but we don't really need to eat. But
No.
it's still nice.
Yeah.
We have the war room where we discuss strategies and the like. We have a board set up with a miniature a miniature table with like a miniature battlefield on it where we play with little figures, mock battles.
I fucking knew that's exactly what you're doing since you laughed. Oh, you
Call
played it with
it-
a 20-sided dice, yeah.
We call it Warhammer.
Well, let's go play.
No, I need to go on patrol.
Fine, I'll go play.
There's the yard where you can spar and train. You've seen that. We have stables where we keep our skeletal steeds, nightmares, all the things you'd expect a undead knightly order would have.
Would it be okay if I put I call my steed Arena. Would it be okay if I put her there? She's just standing outside. Don't want some
yes,
fucker to
yes.
try and steal her.
Indeed, should be careful leaving a
Pegasus, yeah.
unique mount like that unattended to. But you left it outside in front of the chapter house?
Yes, next to the other guard.
Ah, yes, then she should be fine. Nobody will dare to take a mount in front of a Templar guard.
Ah, good, good, good.
But yes, you can indeed put your mount into our stables.
Oh, thank you.
It vaguely
do just
sounds
that.
like a euphemism.
Euphemism. Yeah.
Put your mount in my stable.
I was just met. I know we have blood wine, but my God. No, thank you. I'll do just that, and I'll probably see about getting maybe a little rest in the main hall.
Okay. Well, I'll leave you to it then.
Thank you.
I guess we'll see each other when we depart for the battle.
Yes, certainly.
Looking forward to a good fight, as good as a fight against the little vermin can be.
Yes, yes. Though their numbers should make it at least a little interesting.
Yes. I wonder how many my nightmare can run down before I get forced to a stop.
Want to make a bet on it?
How many are you thinking?
I think 12.
Okay. I think I can ride down more than 12. 20.
Ah, 20. Alrighty. Well, I'll keep you to that. Let's say whoever is right, whoever's closest, has to get the next bottle of blood wine.
Agreed.
Excellent. And I shake his hand. I'll do the same thing that
Yeah.
the other knight did.
Shakes your hand at the wrist like, you son of a bitch. I'm looking forward to that blood wine.
I'll be the one drinking it.
Now is he gonna run over like, or... Yeah, he's gonna run over like a big like rat ogre or something, like one of the big boys, and you're just gonna go, that still counts as
still
one.
only counts one! So it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Oh dear. So, basically I'm gonna go out the back to the training area, and I'm gonna, like, that was some interesting thing that's going on with the fucking Grail. So I'm gonna put the last of my blood wine into the Grail, and I'm going to pour some on the sword to see if it catches fire again.
Yeah. Just like the
Jeez.
entire blade ignites.
Okay, so that's something I can do. That's good.
And it
to
is
know.
fire in whatever color you want it to be.
Black,
Nice. Black
just
flames.
like my Dar. Just like my Dar. Wonderful. Cool, cool,
Was
cool.
black fire a bit light?
I'd say a dull light.
Hmm.
It's still fire after all,
Yeah.
but a dull, like a grey flame on a wall, you know.
Yeah. Cool, cool.
Then I'll put it out, or wait for it to go out, whatever comes first. And I'll check out the main hall, and pretty much just get some rest, because I've been going through the night. I may not need to sleep as much as everybody else, but I still need some rest.
Yeah, like, just taking a breather, like you're not actually, like, going to sleep somewhere. Like, just in the main hall, like, ah.
I was actually planning to just put my head on the on the table and just rest for like a couple hours.
Okay, cool, cool. Talking about rest, I need to head to bed soon in real life, because work tomorrow.
Work.
But,
Seems a good place to leave it off.
yeah, before I shut this down, and before we meet you again next time with the others when
Yeah,
a
let's
battle
try
is
to
gonna start.
Let's try and keep it a secret.
Yeah.
From
Is there
everybody.
anything you would do between now and then?
Maybe partake in some blood if they have it available in the hall. Get some rest, like I said, even if it's just a few hours, because I'm gonna have to take a long ride back. What else? I really do want to warn them about the moot, but unfortunately I gave the fucking priest my bird. And if I summon it, it'll poof back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'll probably just drop its letter wherever it is. So I can't just do that. I like that even though we figured out that petty animal summoning can only be certain animals, that one still stands because it was specifically one that was taught to me by the wizard in the tower. It's like, yay, a specific one. I've still got that one bird. I do have Christopher, but I flew about 50 miles.
Yeah.
I don't know how far Christopher can fly, and he seems to just turn into stone after a period of time again. I don't want him to break. I don't think he can make it back.
I found some quotes that are common in Sylvania when I was like looking stuff up for this, which is where I got the yes, they drink blood. Yes, some of them have been known to command armies of the damned, but at least they're not elves. That was in there, and I was like, oh, I need to do that.
Oh god, made me laugh.
if you kept asking around, like one of the other things you might have heard was, I've heard vampires travel around so easily because those filthy gypsies, the Striggery, shelter them in their caravans. I wouldn't put it past them. They're horse thieves and adulterers, and they all reek of cabbage. It's a short walk from there to harboring the undead, if you ask me.
They reek of cabbage.
I was like, oh damn, they could just call them filthy gypsies, like straight up.
God. Oh, good thing Connor's not here. God.
Yeah.
Connor, if you're watching, they're talking about you.
Yeah, also, like, there's like a quote from Willy, age 5. Mama says if I keep sucking my thumb, then bad-backed Peter will come and bite it off and suck on all my blood.
Bad-backed Peter? Is that one of the car signs?
Bat-backed Peter. So I guess
Jesus Christ.
a guy with bat wings, maybe?
Batman.
Yeah, Batman will come and suck my thumb.
The weirdest crossover ever.
Yeah,
Warhammer
there's
and
more
Batman.
of these quotes, but I'm gonna keep like a
some
few
for the
more
future,
instead
yeah.
of somebody that asks another gossip from a random Sylvanian.
Yeah, so let's just try and keep this a secret. Like, I'll show up, of course, on time on Saturday. Even if I don't show up, if they get just spend ages just role playing, just don't mention why I'm not like role playing. Like, I'm just just be like, no, I'm doing stuff. We'll just keep it vague.
Okay, so we'll have them do their
their
night
day.
and day, I guess, and then stuff will happen.
Yeah, just don't even cut back to me. Like, I'm gonna just ride out with them and start heading over. I want to basically show up with the army as a surprise. Just because I want to see their reaction to that with no metagaming involved. So just have me lead them. They're on hoof and foot. And if anything trouble happens, I'll scout up with the Pegasus and try and see about the best path and all that sort of stuff.
Oh my god, it's a hole in that army. Where's Alucard? And you're just like in the back.
Yeah, just standing next to the leader, like, I'm here to kill you all.
The day has finally come.
I'm sick of your shit. We've decided we're marching on the moot. Oh, I gotta tell him about that as quickly as I can. Poor Milo. Oh dear. So, roleplay, Chris.
Roleplay.
Give me my points. Bitch. The whole session.
Experience.
Experience, the best part. Hey. Hey, Chris, since I have downtime, can I do it? I want to see the Winter Magic. No. That's gonna take weeks, I know.
Yeah. You can have 50 experience.
Woo.
Roleplay.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah. I was curious to see if you would like investigate the Templar Order that are like from the an offshoot from the Blood Dragons, the Drakenhof Templars, an order of Blood Knights who are the elite cavalry of the von Karsteins. They were believed to be among the greatest of vampire knights, second only to the Blood Dragons themselves.
Oh. So they're beneath me. No.
Oh shit.
No, it's just it turned out pretty awesome. Like if this had gone any different, there's a good chance I would be fighting against them. Like I was fucking like made a tentative alliance with the Skaven. Like, oh, we defeated the things up there. You can go investigate. But it's like, no, I really don't trust that big metal penis. That's really it. I know it's a rocket IRL. But the fact that it's just like a giant construction that I've never seen before, and Ratmen are making it underground, is very suspicious. It's like, why would they make that underground? What does it do? Is it a bomb? Is it a big warpstone cannon? What is it?
Whatever it is, it's nothing good if it comes from Skaven.
Yeah. But Alucard, like, IRL is like not like out of game. I know, like it's a very bad thing. But in game, I'm like, they want warpstone for a big metal object. That can't be anything that's good, considering what we just saw upstairs with the fucking skin body that blew up. It's like, this is very bad. Even Alucard knows how bad this is. Oh, geez.